but you know, it pulls out of corners, to be honest. And it's not slow. I mean, it's already going up to 60. Wow, impressive. Yeah, this thing is not, it's no slouch for no, it's not. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Pedro. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day today. In today's video, we're going to get to review this 2022 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid XLE. And I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this Toyota RAV4. This is actually almost a brand new model, a 2022 with only about 300 miles. I'll put all of Bartow Ford's information in the description below. So this one that we have here with us is done in a magnetic gray color, which is not the most exciting color I would get a RAV4 since they have really nice bright colors. But obviously it's basically your, you know, kind of standard male, you know, don't get too dirty kind of color. It's got a dark cloth interior. This one's got 17-inch wheels. So we go around for 2022 Toyota did a little bit of over here we're starting with the lights. They did a bit of more of aggressive lighting here. This does have LED headlights. We don't have no fog lights on here. As you can see, all kind of similar, just black plastic. We do have that blue Toyota badge that insigniates that it's a hybrid model. As you can see, any hybrid model will have that blue Toyota badge. But coming around here, it's not a bad looking SUV. Obviously the wheels look nice. They got a nice design, although they're more basic 17-inch wheels. We got a little bit of chrome around the windows. Obviously you got the all-wheel drive model, because obviously this hybrid models do come standard with all-wheel drive, as we have a rear electric motor driving the rear wheels, kind of electronic all-wheel drive system. So we got a bit of a black trim corners around here. We got some black roof rails. We do have a regular sunroof on this grill here as well. So coming around, guys, here, I like the design. Obviously the Toyota RAV4 has had a different, more squarish design compared to the last model, but it's still a really nice looking SUV. You know, one of Toyota's best sellers, besides the Corolla. Obviously the SUV craze has, you know, gotten them to create so many SUVs now. And of course this segment of SUVs, this compact SUV segment, is flooded with competition. Of course, we're here at a Ford dealership. We have a Ford Escape. We got this. You can also kind of put the Ford Edge in there as well. But of course, you got the Nissan Rogue. You got all things from Kia, from Hyundai. You got the Tucson. You got, of course, you know, all kinds of great competition from all the major manufacturers. But Toyota still, you know, of course, Toyota's been known for reliability. So this is why Toyota's, you know, the RAV4 is one of the more popular models. So this one that we have here, guys, obviously the gray is not bad. Obviously, considering this is a, you know, it's a pretty low level. This is an XLE model. The XLE, there's about 6 trims of Toyota RAV4 you can get, starting from the LE all the way down to the limited. So it all depends on what trims. This is kind of a lower trim model, but they just have some conveniences on it. You got a 7-inch screen, a sunroof. You got at least you know, automatic door opening here as well. You got also, we have a rear opening hatch as well. Let's go ahead and check out the rear here. As you can see, if you do hold this, we got the rear hatch opening up. So that's part of the convenience package that this has, this RAV4 of the XLE. So guys, checking out here the rear, obviously it's really nice. It's got a good size room. This is kind of more of a Ford Edge kind of size. Obviously this seems a little bit, it could be about the same as an Escape, but I think it's a tiny bit bigger if I'm correct, obviously due to the way this is done. But obviously you got some rubber floor mats here that come with this RAV4. Really nice one. We have also a little bit of shade here as well for your rear things, for protection and for safety. And of course, if you lift this up here in the bottom, we got a space-saving spare tire as well, with the jack there in the middle. And you can probably put a couple more things in here as well. But the rim size is really nice. It's pretty much, you know, pretty basic down here. We do have some hooks as well. As you can see, there is a 12-volt connection here, and as well as a light. But obviously the seats do come down as well. If we lift this up, the seats do come down, and you can definitely adjust them as well, depending on your passengers. But really nice interior overall, pretty good size. I believe it's probably around 27 cubic feet. I'll put the number for you guys up here on the display here for you to see. But that's a pretty good size for this Toyota as well. So we have a press the key here, that goes down, and there we have the rear hatches. We do have a rear view camera as well, and we have the other blue badge as well here, considering it's a RAV4 Hybrid XLE all-wheel drive model. So really nice. I still like the design of it. It's not bad. We have a little antenna here on the top, as you can see, and overall it's a good looking vehicle. All right guys, let's go ahead and check out what's underneath the hood of this hybrid Toyota. Go ahead and open up the hood. So lifting the hood of this Toyota RAV4, let's go ahead and lift it up. We got no hydraulic assistance, kind of expected at this price range. We got a little bit of a hood rod here. We're gonna head and put that where its little arrow indicates. So all right guys, so here we have the normally aspirated 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. It's a inline 4. Obviously this is held by 2 electric motors, one here producing 118 horsepower and one in the rear producing 53 horsepower. So you got 2 electric motors. There's no actual connection of drive shaft or anything like that. So basically just the rear motor is in the back driving the rear wheels electronically as it loses traction. So in combined horsepower, it's got 219 horsepower, 163 pound-feet of torque. So obviously it feels pretty quick. Obviously it's a very good little power plant. Obviously it's got a little more power than a regular 203 horsepower regular RAV4 engine. Now obviously you also have the option of going the prime RAV4, which has got 302 horsepower. That's got the same motors, the same layout, but the front engine or the front electric motor's got 179 horsepower instead of 118. So that gives you much more power to the front layout, and that's probably one of the second quickest cars, I think, beside the Supra and the BRC. So but the GT86, I'm sorry. But obviously yeah, it's pretty good, decently fun power plant. Obviously you got great gas mileage. You got 38 highway and 41 miles to the gallon in the city. This is basically driven by a CVT transmission. So there is just like no regular transmission. This is a CVT transmission in it. So I'm not crazy about CVTs, but I think Toyota's done a really good job with that anyway. So obviously the electronic rear differential that operates when it's needed. When the power is lost in the front, the rears activate. So that's basically what your system or your drive system is. Obviously this has got about an 18.2 or 3 kilowatt battery system, and it's got a 3.3 kilowatt regenerative system that basically puts power back into the system and back into the battery. So this got no type of there is no range. It does operate at, when you first start it does operate in electric, but it doesn't have any range. You have to go to the prime version for that to get about 30 to 36, 35 miles to enjoy the electric range, depending of course on how you drive. But really good power plant guys, nonetheless. Lots of options to choose from, depending on how you drive, what trim and all that. So but this is a really nice power plant, probably the same one that's used in the Toyota Prius as well anyway. So all right guys, that's it for the Toyota RAV4's engine powertrain. Let's put this little stick back in there, drop the hood, and there we go. All right, so checking out the interior of this RAV4. Obviously it's a more basic model, so we got a bit of hard plastics here. We got just a little bit of leather trim here as well, a little bit of light aluminum surrounding the door handle and all that, a little bit of pocket on the bottom and a speaker. But other than that, it's just basically the gray interior with the gray, it's kind of more of a black cloth. It's not bad. I really love the trim. The trim with the black cloth is really nice. Got that pattern there as well. Feels nice and rugged. We got some rubber floor mats, and let's go ahead guys and get in. Well, actually before we get in, let's go ahead and check out. You can push this up and just get the seat down. As you can see easily, to put the seats down there about an 80-20 split, and of course you can take this bar down to put more stuff. But the seats are really cool. Obviously we can also lean them back a little more if you there we go, have a little more adjustments towards the back. So let's guys get in real quick here and check out the room. So this seat is a little bit further back, but as you can see, there's still got plenty of room here for a bit, about an inch of row left of row, but we still got some interior space here for this RAV4. So as you can see guys, really nice interior. Love the cloth seats, really nice, perfect for this Florida hot weather, since today's about 95 right now outside. Love the little bit of aluminum trim there, really nice. We got a gray headliner here. We got a sunroof as well, as you can see guys. So here we have the design of the interior, the dash, really nice. We got a 7-inch screen there and all that stuff. So down here for the passengers, we have 2 AC outlets. Thank you Toyota for putting AC outlets, and we got a couple of USB connections here as well, as you can see. And that's about it here. There's nothing else you can take out. There's no other, just 2 AC outlets, one pocket here and no pocket here for this side. But we do have a center armrest as well that has a couple of cup holders here and to put your arm, which is not bad at all. Really nice. Obviously more basic, but it's not a bad at all interior for what you get for this Toyota RAV4 XLE. So really nice what it is, and I like the way the cloth seats feel, really cool. So All right, let's go ahead and get up front. All right, let's go ahead and check out the tire and wheel package for this RAV4 Hybrid. So obviously, as we can see, we got a kind of a more grayish looking 5-spoke 17-inch wheel, which is nice. I like the design. We got 225mm Michelin Primacy all-season tires. Obviously, this is a nice fuel-efficient tire. As you can see, Michelin Roto Performance. Really nice tire and package. I really like it. These are 12.9-inch rotors in the front, single piston caliper. In the rear, we got 12.4-inch rotors as well with a single caliper. So obviously, this is not a performance model by any means, but it's not bad at all for what it is. So just checking out, guys, going around this Toyota RAV4 single. That's got dual exhaust, as you can see, guys, as well. And I'll put how much you can tow with this RAV4 up in the screen, guys. I don't remember off my head, but I'll make sure if you can tow with this thing, you might not be able to, but I'll put that information, guys, on the screen for you. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the driver's side of this RAV4 Hybrid. So guys, you can see we got a little more, this is a little bit more soft to touch here, but it's still a bit of hard plastic, bit of aluminum. Same thing as the rear, soft leather here for your elbow. You get your window controls, mirror controls, and that's about it here. A bit of a space for a couple of cup holders or something to throw in there, and a speaker grill as well here. This is the only thing is an 8-way power adjustable seat here for the driver's side only. The passenger, it is a manual seat, so we got that little clutter, which is really good. We got some decent bolstering for the seats here, but I really like the way that's designed for the seats. Really cool, and they're very comfortable seats as well. So we got basically just your regular steering wheel, no leather or anything like that. We got a bit of aluminum trim surrounding the air outlet, and a little bit of white stitching here, as you can see. Part of that, look, there's a bit of fox leather here for the dash. We got a little bit of storage here, and over here for controls for your lights. We do have basically light controls. Looks like some sort of high beam, automatic high beam, and your rear hatch opening. We do have a manually adjustable and tilting telescoping steering wheel. And but that's about it, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into this Toyota RAV4 and check it out. So we're inside of this RAV4's interior. As you can see, guys, very nice interior, very, of course, low-cal. We got a really nice, interesting dash design, which is really nice. We got a 7-inch screen here that's optional up to a 9 screen. We got a bit of aluminum trim there as well. This is all pretty much soft touch. We got a bit of a nice stitching there as well. Controls for your AC radios and everything. The cabin is very roomy, very nice, very got a nice visibility to it because the panoramic, not the panoramic, the regular sunroof gives you a little more light. Really nice overall interior of this. And just go ahead, guys, and well, we can't rev it and turn it on. We're gonna hit a little blue power button to get everything powered and get some AC going as well. Now, obviously, we won't have an engine start or anything like that. I can't rev it because this thing only revs when it needs to start the engine. So we're probably gonna start in electric power. This still really doesn't have any range for electric power. We do have an 18.1 kilowatt battery, and it's got a 3.3 kilowatt recharging system as well. So we don't have any type of mileage considering that you can travel on just electric. That'll be go to the Prime, which has a bigger battery, and that's a plug-in. But this one here does not have any type of like range of electric range. This basically just helps out the regular motor just with electric engines to help you get better gas mileage. So, but let's go ahead, guys, and close the door. As you can see, you're gonna get that door closed, have a little more quietness here. Go ahead and put on our glasses and seatbelt since we're heading out in just a few moments. So guys, here in the steering wheel, we got controls for your cruise control. We got controls here as well for the center screen. Check this here. We got a digital tachometer. We got 190 miles to empty. We have total arrive, EV ratio, 100%. All kinds of information that you have here, of course, concerning the EV system. We got also all kinds of things you can adjust here for your car. A lot of great things. I don't know most of the stuff here. I mean, of course, if I put and explain all this, we're going to be here quite a while. So, but it's really nice. We don't have a tachometer as per se, but we got a little charge echo power thing here. The engine, the AC is running, but we have no engine start right now. As you can see, we got, let's go ahead and switch back to a digital speedometer. Let's see, guys, and we'll check out this one here. Let's see, we got echo. Yeah, we'll go back to our digital speedometer. Of course, we got an analog speedometer, and we have sort of a tach here as well. We do have also a temperature gauge as well to let you know, and a fuel gauge as well. So here we got your wiper controls and all that stuff. Now coming here in the middle, guys, this is your basic Toyota Sense system. We got a 7-inch screen. You can get up to a 9-inch screen depending on the trim. Of course, this is a pretty good one. It is a touch screen as well, so you can definitely see the battery gives you the cycle and all that kind of stuff. But if If you go back to menu, you got audio, phone apps, you got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. This does not have any type of map, but this is not navigation. It's installed in this girl, but it's got your basically just your basic interior, and at least you got a 7-inch graphics. Here we got your hazards button. Here we got, of course, your AC outlets, dual zone AC. As you can see, guys, we got nice cool AC going right now as well. We got traction control off, guys. We got a passenger bag off display here as well. Most of these are blank since this is being considered a lower trim. We do have a 12-volt here, and we also got a USB connection is here. We do have a little bit of trim here. It looks like a sort of like a wireless charging pad, but it's not. This one does not have it. We have your CB2 transmission here as well. And we have your parking brake, we have your auto hold as well. We have trail. Since we got a bit of off-road, obviously technically it's an electronic all-wheel drive. We do have some EV modes as well here. EV unavailable since we got a low battery, but you have some driving modes as well if you want to switch between sport, as you can see, guys, there, and between EV. That's about it. You don't have much more of basically driving modes, just eco and sport. So, but other than that, yes, we have a little bit of aluminum trim to run in here. This is a bit of plastic trim. This is really nice. Obviously, we got some more cubicle here as well, and we got a glove box there, which is a good different size. And overall, the interior is nice here in the center. And we got a little bit of armrest, 2 extra USB connection, which is awesome. And you got a pretty good storage here as well within this, and then we got 2 cup holders here where my phone is. So pretty nice interior. Obviously it's more basic, but you got your basic essentials. We got no heated seats, nothing like that, just a sunroof as well. But and up here we got of course the door, we got lights, we got also, I know we do have a sunglass holder there, and then of course you can do the sunroof as well. As you can see there, open up the sunroof, you gotta hold it up, and you can also probably tilt this as well. Let me see if we can tilt it up or down. Yep, there we go, guys. You can tilt the sunroof as well, and you got lights as well for that. You can not have this touch, and you have to turn this on by lights. So we got, and then the engine just turned on, obviously because AC is running and doesn't have a lot of power to run the AC on just electric. So, but alright, guys. Other than that, we got just basically your mirrors here. All that is really, really nice the way everything is designed. So we're gonna pan around here, guys, as well. So I really like this Toyota RAV4. It's really nice, very nice of design of cockpit. And obviously this is gonna be a very fuel efficient vehicle if you're looking for a compact SUV that gives you great mileage and pretty good room as well. So, and you got also the slight ability of having this in rougher weather. You can do definitely drive this in snow or in sleet, anything like that. So, but I'm all right. Let's go ahead and take this girl out for a spin. Let me just adjust my seat a little bit, guys, and let's go ahead and put this on drive. Let's first check out the reverse camera. So as you can see, we got some trajectory lines. There is no types of any detection, or there's no sensors on this at all. Basically just a basic camera. The screen is not too bad. It's pretty clear. It's not the greatest resolution, but it gives you at least a basic rear view camera with some trajectory lines as well. So let's go ahead, guys, and put this on, and we're gonna go to sport, and we got 189 miles. So all right, let's go ahead and take this girl out. Nobody's coming, so let's go ahead and adjust the mirrors a little bit and take this RAV4 out for a spin to see how this feels. So obviously I know hybrid models tend to feel a little bit peppier because of the electric assistance, the torque of the electric motor, and this will be basically no difference. Obviously I remember test driving the regular RAV4. It had pretty decent power, although the 4-cylinder, it is a little bit loud in itself if it's normally aspirated. But let's check out and how good this RAV4 is. So we're gonna stop here for a second and make sure the traffic goes by, but everything's really nice. Obviously let's go ahead and check out the audio. That's not bad at all. We got a 6-speaker standard radio for this regular RAV4. And let's go ahead and guys, and so as you can see, there goes a semi-tack, and it isn't bad. I mean, it's got some decent torque, and as you can see, it goes. Obviously, I'm not a crazy fan of the CVT transmissions. I've never been. Obviously, Toyota's is not bad. Obviously, they're much better. Usually you don't see good reputations from CVT transmissions, depending on the manufacturer. But I think Toyota's doing a pretty good job with them. So obviously this is kind of a tack that shows you you're basically going up in the red line or a bit in the RPMs to give you more power to charge the engine. So if you go back to home, we'll show you here that the engine is charging up the battery, and now it's a 3.3 kilowatt kind of recharging system. So it's not bad at all to give you a bit of more battery, but it drives very smoothly. There's a bit of wind noise for sure, a little bit more than I was kind of thinking, but Obviously the way it handles, it's not bad. It's very light on its hands, not as light as the Ford Escape I kind of drove. Obviously this is a little bit heavier since we got the motors and the battery. This is around 3,800 pounds, but considering the prime version of this Hybrid 4 is another 600 pounds heavier, so that's about 4,300 pounds. Considering if you go back to a regular, probably non-hybrid model of the RAV4 is probably around 3,500 pounds, 3,600 pounds. So, but it doesn't feel nice. It's very comfortable, very smooth ride. The transmission is smooth, and if you go, it's got some power. Yeah, definitely it's got some kick down. More than I was expecting, to be honest. And the brakes got a good feeling to them. Not as no, they got some good feeling to it. Not as linear, say, as a Ford Escapes one, but considering you don't probably have any type of regeneration or anything like that. It's actually pretty good. So it's just a little bit of wind noise, but other than that, it's a very smooth ride, very nice, and the thing feels just nice and comfortable. The seats are very comfortable. Let's see how good this thing's on the turn here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the tires are protesting, but it pulls out of corners, to be honest, and it's not slow. I mean, it's already going up to 60. Wow, impressive. Yeah, this thing is not, it's no slouch for no, it's not. But obviously it's no handler, it's not, but it's pretty fun, to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to grab that turn. You can tell the all-wheel drive was kind of helping there to turn in. It's a very nice riding SUV, very smooth, very good, it's a very nice, quite smooth, ride. And of course, it's, very fuel efficient. You're getting basically about 38 miles in the highway, 41 in the city. So all depends how you drive, of course, how heavy your foot is. But I really like this RAV4. It's very smooth. Definitely feels a lot smoother than the other one I drove. So obviously the turning is not bad. Obviously you can feel it's a little heavier, but as you can see, it goes. I mean, this thing we're in sport, and thing just kind of goes. It's not bad. It's pretty quick, to be honest, and it's not heavy in the turns at all or anything like that. It's got some pretty good dynamics of driving. Obviously, it's not, any sport suspension or anything like that, but it's pretty fun. It's got a fun feeling to it. I mean, it's pretty light. It doesn't feel heavy at all. The steering is a little vague, but it goes where you point it to be. But it's very interesting, this powertrain. It's really interesting the way it is. It does help you, when I'm turning in, putting the power down, it does help. You can feel the all-wheel drive system helping you exit. For sure, that's for sure. So the bump is very, it's a very smooth suspension. It's a little bit softer. The suspension does feel softer than the Escape I recently drove. So for sure that this is it's a very nice SUV nonetheless. I really liked it. Obviously I like it's got a nice design. Obviously everybody's got different it's got a very nice feeling. I mean, I like this thing. It's a really nice feeling SUV. Let's go out this way, guys. Here, just want to make a little turn in low speed. So here, I think the engine is off. We're just running on electric right now. I just wanted to go slow here. Yeah, it's not. The engine is not on at all. So it's basically running on electric right now. It's got a little bit of battery. As you can see, it's charging the battery. It wasn't charged. This has been stopped. But right now, we're running on electric right now. It's very quiet, very smooth. Really interesting the way this feels. I mean, it's so quiet. I mean, unless you turn the radio on. But other than that, this is a very quiet vehicle. Obviously, when you get up to speed, it's got a little bit of road noise. But it's not bad at all. Very smooth. This actually does feel a lot smoother, a little more refined in the engine department than the regular RAV4. I don't know if it's me or it's what I feel. But right now we're starting on electric. Now obviously if I floor it, the engine comes on now and we get some power. But you can see, yeah, it's got some go. I couldn't imagine the RAV4 Prime with much horsepower. This is just being the regular RAV4. This thing is pretty fun, actually. To be honest, I find this thing a little more fun. Obviously, it's not as agile as, say, the Ford Escape that I drove, but it's pretty fun overall. The power, it makes it feel fun. Oh, shit, now we got a lot of traffic. So, all right, I guess we're going to pause it for a second while we let all this traffic go. As you can see, we got a lot of traffic. But so we got pretty good power, and obviously here, when you go and you floor it, yeah, it goes. It's not slow. Not crazy about that CVT, but as you can see, this thing goes up pretty decently quick for an SUV like this size, and this is pretty decent, to be honest. So this thing's only got 363 miles. So as you can see, guys, it's pretty much a brand new RAV4. I believe they're asking, I believe Barto4, a big thank you to them, a big shout out to Barto4. But I believe they're asking about $41,000 for this RAV4. Obviously, this starts MSRP is around $31,000 for this this RAV4 hybrids. Obviously, depending on the trim, you know, there's 6 different trims. You can go to limited, just a regular LE, and then you have all the trims that you can get this thing in not EcoBoost. You can get this thing in hybrid. So you got the Prime XE, you got the Prime XL, all kinds of different things you can get. Many different trims, and depending on what you get, with a regular one, with the hybrid, with the Prime. So it all depends. But very nice. I really like the way this drove. This is really nice. It's much better than I expected. Pretty quick, efficient. So I'm sure they're asking a little more than what you can get this thing for MSRP. But I believe this is not easy to find. I did try to assemble one on Toyota's online forum. Thank you to Barto4. So I did try to get, I'm going to stop right here, guys, for a second. I did try to basically put together or build one myself on Toyota's website, a RAV4 Prime, but he said it was not available in the area. For some reason, they're probably low in inventory. Well, I don't know if Florida doesn't qualify to build a RAV4 Prime. I don't know. But this one here, it's about $34,000 of how this one is built. So obviously, they're asking for more than what MSRP is. I'm sure this is not easy to come by. This hybrid vehicles are kind of in demand now, especially with gas prices about $5 a gallon. So let me know what you guys think of this RAV4. Check it out, guys. Just one quickly reverse camera. It's not bad at all. As you can see, it's got decent graphics. And it's got a bit of noise, as you can see. That's probably noise that it shows because obviously it's reversing quietly. So but really nice Toyota RAV4, efficient, reliability. I really like the styling. Styling is not for everybody, but I kind of like it. It's very smooth inside too. Very smooth, very nice and quiet. Obviously you don't have anything much amenities, but I would just get a bit better stereo. Maybe go for the Prime version, depends, of course, but obviously but all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys like this type of content. If you do, please subscribe, hit the like button. Thank you to all that has subscribed. We have reached 500 subscribers, guys. Help me get to 1,000. Support the channel by subscribing, guys, sharing the video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If I missed anything, I apologize. I'm just trying to, I got this thing by my hands here. I thought it was going to be gone. I got the opportunity to redo this RAV4, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Take care and bye-bye.